Everybody know what today is? Do ya? Can you tell? It's moving day. This is what happens when you need to have a traveling garden. Yeah, it's a lot. Welcome everybody to Live, Love, EV, where we travel around in our EVs, do some work, gig work specifically, and live full-time in a LIV 17F. Look, I never get the name of it right. After 1 year, we're celebrating our 1 year of living in this LIV trailer. And I still don't know. I know it's a 2017, but a 2025, I believe. But the FD, that's it. FD, 17 FD. Like I've said in other videos, it's been a challenge. But after 1 year of full-time, I mean, we've lived in it every single day for 12 months so far. 2 of us with 2 animals, a dog and a cat. And it's been doing pretty spectacular for the most part. It's held up during hurricanes. Last hurricane season, it actually went through 2 of them, 2 hurricanes. This hurricane season, not much is going on, so no hurricanes yet, but lots of rain. Some issues I'll talk about having to do with the rooftop AC, but I had the same issues in my other RV, so I don't think it's because of this RV. It's just something that happens in the Florida rains. Up on the roof, we do have an AC unit up there that tends to leak. It doesn't leak if it's turned off. It leaks if it's turned on. And sometimes if the rains are just too heavy, the pan up there probably fills up, but there's also slits. So like when it rains and the wind is blowing, it can blow in and then come down through the AC unit. Don't know how good that is for the AC unit. This is probably better for drier weather, this RV. But as long as like we run it during the daytime and right when the rain starts to hit, we shut it off. And then we use the central air conditioning that goes around, because we have 2 air conditioners in here. One around all the floor areas with vents that pumps cold air all through the place, and then we put a fan in, circulates everything, and that keeps it cold for nighttime. So daytime heat, that powerful one up on the roof. Nighttime heat when you're trying to sleep, the downstairs stuff. It works pretty well. Yeah, but after a year, you would think a lot more has gone wrong with it, but it really hasn't. There is a couple things that I'm starting to notice, though, that probably needs attending to. Is this electric awning up here? It needs a little assistance. It works great. The electric awning works great still, but it is starting to, I don't know if the tarp itself is tightening up over a year, because it comes down fairly simple, but going up, it's starting to struggle. It's like super tight, and I have no idea why. I don't know if there's something I'm supposed to grease or what, but it is tightening up, and I don't know if it is from just the heat on the tarp tightening it up, and maybe during the winter time it's going to loosen a little. We'll have to find out. All right, so it is checkout time. Steph is going to close the trunk of her jungle car, and I am going to go hit the garbage. We've had the mats that you set outside your front door, and we keep one that's a thin one. Those rubbery ones, they last a long time, but the ones that are kind of rubbery and have like grassy stuff on them that are extremely heavy, those things don't last too long. The weather just eats them up, and you pick them up and they rip in half. So I got one of those hanging off the back of the RV, so I got to go hit the dumpster and throw that away, and she's gonna go check out, and then we're gonna head on down the road to our next destination. We have a friend that lives there. It's a chicken. Okay, she is gone. I am pulling out. I got to do my little pull test. There's a little bump here. Let's see if we can get it up on the road, then I'll back up a little bit. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Okay, we're on the road. Let me get it straight, and I'll do some backing up, and then go hit a speed bump, and then everything should be okay. I was just talking to somebody at the dumpster that's been staying within this campground for like 5 years now. Great guy, but he needs a break from this life. So he is doing something really cool. Something that I wish we could do which is travel a little bit. Like, so he hasn't been anywhere. He's just been doing this camping thing for 5 years around here. Now he's getting like, man, I need to get out. I need to go do something, you know, because he's been doing the same thing we have right here he's been staying in these campgrounds. So he is throwing a bunch of stuff away at the dumpster right now, and he's getting ready to go on a road trip to Salem, Massachusetts for Halloween and do the Halloween thing up in Salem. And I'm so jealous because that would be so cool to be able to do. We got bills, we just can't do anything. I want to go to Metropolis, Illinois, see everybody. There's so many things, little short runs I want to do, but we just can't get out and do them because we're just focusing on work. We have to pay these bills. And eventually, hopefully, we get enough ahead where we can do a little maybe road trip. But at the moment, we just have to watch everybody else. And I'm not, you know, I'm not fed up with this life yet. Living in the trailer, there's things that are hard because it's so tiny. We had, like I said in other videos, we should have got the next size up in the bunkhouse. But live and learn. But you know, you want to go do things and stuff like that. That's why you live this life, and you get the proper, you know, the proper size equipment for what you can pull, and you think about it. But then once you make the purchases, you realize, shoot, man, I got bills now. You go without bills, now you have bills. That's and then you can't go. You get the stuff, but then you got to pay for the stuff. What is she doing? What is Steph doing at a stoplight? But, you know, moving every 21 days out of 1,000 trails to every 14 days in encores and flopping back and forth, we're still moving. We are hitting, you know, we're always like 12 miles away from a campground, depending on where we're moving. It's fairly simple. The trailer is so light. It's easy to tow with the car, and we can just go set up and then have lunch and then go to work. So, you know, everything is super fast with these LIV trailers. Setup is easy. Just, you have to clean up a little bit, decorate your front yard, take a shower, hop in your car and go to work. Doesn't take no time at all. It's great. With my big RV, sometimes it took a while because there was a lot more. Because it was like a whole house inside of stuff. Here we downsized so much that it's much simpler to do what we do now. You know what would be great is to find a big pile of loot just on the side of the road. Just a bag, a Brinks truck bag. I know you're supposed to turn that stuff in, but I don't know if I could. And I would do that road trip. I would hook the car up to the RV. Me and Steph would just go do one long road trip. From Florida to California, California up to Washington State all the way maybe to Chicago, and then straight back down I-75, right back to Florida, with the EVs and the trailer. I think that'd be such a cool summer trip. But I need the Brinks truck to lose a bag of money. After 1 year of towing and living in this thing full time, I think the very first thing I noticed, was how smooth it pulls and everything. The trailer aside, was having people at stoplights and stuff like this stare at you and look at your car and look at the trailer, look at the car, look at the trailer, thinking, how is that car pulling that cars our size are not supposed to be pulling trailers like that. I mean, it looks so huge. Even though it's only a 17-footer, it looks big. And I get a lot of Tesla people pulling by, a lot of regular car people, and they're doing the thumbs up and everything else, and it's like, is it that big of a deal? And I'm assuming it is. I don't know, in my head. I mean, if I seen a little car pulling a trailer, I guess I would look. Yeah, I think I would. But the oohs and the ahs and the looks that you get is it's something else. It's really hard to believe that right outside the campground is a hustling, bustling theme park, city, construction, hotels. I mean, this does not look like what is at the end of this street. You go from roller coasters, and then right when you pass them, everything changes. even though there is no dump, I mean, there's a dump station, but you don't have sewage at your site here at this resort, it's still probably, I'm gonna say, my favorite resort, just because every night we have deer walking around. We have all sorts of animals, not just deer. We have a rooster, Julio, hangs around with us when we get here. For some reason, he knows our vehicle. Might be because we feed him when we come here, but yeah, we got alligators. We got everything is here. Everything you want in a Florida resort is here at Tropical Palms. And yeah, this is my favorite as a resort. Maybe not as a campground. Not as a campground, but as a resort, yeah. Where is Steph? She should be checking in. I'm here early. Well, I mean, here on time. She's late. She was in front of me. I didn't know she said she told me she had to go to the post office, but I must have not heard her. So she's about 10 minutes behind me, and I'm just sitting here. I can't check in. This is her stay. So, I don't know. But we'll wait and let's see what site we got. I'm really hoping we got a good site. Yeah, this one campground does give off a really nice tropical feel. Perfect place to celebrate a 1-year anniversary of living full-time. 365 days. Actually, we're a couple days past that. It's September 29th was the birthday. It is October 7th, so we're a little bit late. But we've been working a lot. Today, it's celebration time. So this is home. Oh, Julio's back there in the trees, I'm sure. He's ready to throw an anniversary party. Julio is gonna like right here. Where is it? I'll call Julio out by the end of the video. Oh, look at you. Man, it is windy. It's getting ready to storm. Do our setup process and then talk about what it's been like. You're going to get my take on it and Steph's take on it. What it's been like to live full-time for 365 days so far. I'm thinking that we're the only people in an LIV trailer that have been living 365 days so far year-round. And we got another 365 days to go. That's a loud bird. Is this our 1-year anniversary setup? Julio made it. He found us. Where'd he go? There he is. He's there. He is here. That's the one thing I love about this campground is Julio. He's kind of ours when we're here. And he knows how to party like a chicken. Especially about 5 o'clock in the morning. Julio! Julio! Come here! Julio! Come here, talk to me. Julio. There you go. Yeah, we named him Julio. We didn't name him Hooper. Yeah, this is a celebration. We got the animals now. I'm telling you, Julio sounds better than you do. He sounds better than you. So I would say after 1 year full-time living, the thing that is the worst thing about these trailers is the material. The material is great because it's super light, but also you can't put screws in it. And they put this on, and it broke like in the first week. The thing you pull to shut the door, it's gone. It broke off. And then it had a handle here, but the screws came out of it. And so I went to the store and I purchased a metal one, and I tried to screw it in with dowels and stuff, and it didn't really work. So I did have to put glue, and so it looks pretty crappy, but it kind of works, but only for a little while, and then you have to replace it again. The material sucks for putting screws into, and especially on something that has to be open and closed numerous times over a 365-day period. I was actually thinking about drilling all the way through here and putting the screws through here, sealing it so it doesn't leak inside, and then just having the other end of the screws with a nut here and then just pulling it. I'm thinking that might be the way to go. But at the moment, that's probably the biggest issue we've had with this trailer. And the refrigerator broke for about 3 weeks, but then all of a sudden started working again. So who knows about that? But for the long lasting problem, it's been this door handle. And that, everything seems to be working pretty good. Oh, an ant just fell out of the tree onto my hand. Get off, little guy. But the awning just worked. It didn't creak or crunch or anything like it has been for the last week. Maybe because it's cooler outside. There is some tension on it, but not enough to, put stress on the motor on it. It's actually working good now. It just started. Kind of like the refrigerator just started working again. All in all, for build quality, I keep checking the screws and nuts, especially stuff up here on the tow hitch, because this is the part I'm most worried about. It's just so light. Everything is so light, and I want it to last a long time. Really, there is a little bit of rust over the year. Yeah, I mean, we do live in Florida, but it's mainly around these kind of washer things here. And if you don't stop barking, it's not, the Fiesta hasn't started yet. But all in all, though, the landing legs have been holding up really well. I've been checking the screws and the nuts in here. Everything's been holding up good. All the lights have been working, 0 leaks. I mean, it's all one unit, so it's not going to leak. But yeah, everything has been surprisingly holding up well. So we have not really took it on a long road trip, but for 365 days, we are moving every 21 days. So we are moving every month, or a little less than every month, sometimes every 14 days. Like we're staying here for 14 days and then moving to a place we're going to be at 21 days again. So we do move it around a lot, but never long miles. I think the longest we've ever driven it, other than picking it up, has been about 12 miles per each campground. So it hasn't been that far of a trip. We've been hopping between 4 or 5 different campgrounds, between Eustis, Clarebrook, Claremont, Four Corners area, Sherwood Forest, and here Tropical Palms. That's pretty much our little route. And the car's doing good. It's not stressing with the light weight of the trailer. And yeah, it's been pretty fantastic. Living the space inside, small, but when you live in something small like this, you spend more time outdoors. The one thing we both discussed that we wish this thing would have is a little more natural light. We have one window. If the door was a window too, it would be great. But for natural light, we just get this little kitchen window here that is directly above the sink. Other than that, there's no bedroom window in the back, no window in the front up here. So if they put a window here, that would be it'd be fantastic with a shade. So if the sun's coming up or something like that, you can put the shade down. But it'd be nice to have a front window. Something else I thought that would be really sweet, right here where the kitchen is. So where the door starts here, and maybe over here in between, just like right here in the kitchen area, just right there, have a slide out. Doesn't have to be electric. It's just like when we park, we can grab a handle here, pull it out, and the kitchen would extend in a little bit and give us a little more walkway inside. Or you could just pull the whole thing out, maybe a foot. That would be great. And then lock it so it stay. And then when we're all done, we unlock it, push it back in, kablam, travel. I would like something like that, something on rails or rollers or something like that, where we just slide the whole wall out. It's just a thought. I mean, with this material that this thing is made out of, you have a lot of options. It's so lightweight that you can do a lot. Even here in the bedroom, if you wanted to extend the bed, something here where we can have a handle here and then pull the whole back wall out, maybe 2 feet, that would be great. After 365 days, I could say we're pretty happy. Like I said, I wish we would have got a little bit bigger one, knowing that our cars can handle it. The cars we had before couldn't, but we never knew we were going to upgrade. So we're stuck in this until it's paid off. But, Was it a bad choice? No, it's fine. You know, because like I said, we live out in there, and then we also live out here. So we got, this is what you want. If you like this type of lifestyle, you want indoor, outdoor stuff. You don't want to be indoors like these people here next to us over there, that large RV. They're probably indoors all day and all night. Pretty much like everybody else around here. They just stay in. Except for that guy. We know him. He's always out and about. He's never home. But everybody else just stays indoors. Do you see anybody walking around? Yeah, me neither. So I want to thank the LIV trailer group for creating such an awesome project, or, you know, an awesome home, and keeping in touch with us, and, you know, giving us options, you know, to, hey, come on up to Georgia, we do some upgrades or something for you so we can, you know, make it a little bit easier full-time living. They've been, you know, we haven't been able to get up there and do that yet, but, you know, I was hoping in the next month or two to drive this thing up to Georgia and have them go through it real fast. But super supportive, easy to get in contact with. Even the people over in at the marina over in Hudson, Florida, easy to contact with and stay in contact with in case you have any issues. Never actually bought anything brand new like this ever, and it's been spectacular. I want to thank Morgan up at the Superman Museum for assisting us in getting this, because the Super Museum did a super job and really helped us out a lot, because we were falling apart. We were driving around in a 30-year-old RV, and it could have broke down at any time, and the Superman Museum really stepped up and helped me. I love those guys. They're family, and I love them a lot. And, yeah, so after a year, there's too many people to thank, but we'll just have to see what next year brings us. Where are we going to be next year? Are we still going to be here at home in Florida, or are we going to be out on the road traveling around and seeing new stuff? We'll just have to see. The New Year's coming. We got what, just a couple months till Christmas. 2026 could be a big one. Until then, we love you guys. Thanks for being a member of the channel, and we'll see you guys down the road. Peace, everybody.